The problem is, somebody didn't take the challenge. David did. Now, I wonder why David took the challenge and the rest of them didn't. Maybe because there was something on David that wasn't upon them. How y'all like that? So if you was David and the Spirit of God is upon your life, you would have no problem doing what? Talk to me back. Now come on. Y'all better talk to me back because I got to deliver this thing. Yeah, y'all gonna have to say something. Y'all gonna have to act like I'm imposed or something. I'm gonna have to get down here with y'all. Y'all gonna talk back to me? I'm gonna mess the mic up here. Y'all gonna talk back to me? All right, that's what I want to hear. Let me talk back again. All right, there we go. There we go. So now, here is a giant, and he's talking words of defeatism. All right. And he's going against God. Yeah. Then he's going against God, and you represent God. Should you fight for him? Yes. Yes. And here's all the big people who are declared to be soldiers, but they're not fighting. All right. But except for one man who the Spirit of God was upon. Yeah. See, that's the difference. Pastor White, that's the difference when the Spirit of God is upon you. Than when you just say you miss child. Yeah. When God's Spirit is upon you, you can conquer anything. Your destiny is beyond measures. Yes. He said, I'll tell you what, we're going to do something about this. So what David did, he got some rocks and he got his sling. Where did he learn that from? When he was alone. Some of you think being alone is a curse. Sometimes God allows some of you to go through hell and high water so you can be alone. Make it plain, Pastor. Make it plain. Sometimes some of you are going through sickness and pain in your life to isolate you. Yeah. All right. And you're too busy telling God what you don't want and you're trying to demand from God all your blessings. Yeah. Well, maybe that's why God has restricted some of your blessings so you can be alone, so you can learn something. Because your destiny is going to need what you're going to learn in your isolated time. Your destiny, and we're going to get to you where your destiny is. Today is not your destiny. Your pain is not your destiny. It's going to get you to your destiny. Your dilemma is not your destiny. It's going to develop you to your destiny. He was there by himself while everybody else was in the army getting high praise. But David was there meditating on the Lord. Making up songs. In other words, he was in touch with his soft side, man. Y'all like that? Y'all don't like that? He was in touch with his soft side. He was singing praises to his God. He was crying. He was envisioning things. And he was putting them inside of his heart. I mean, you've been really cracked down, broken, and rejected, and you feel like everybody else is against you. See, that's where some of you are. What do you think David felt? The smallest of the family. Y'all, can you imagine David's, what he thought in his mind? God, why you need the smallest? God, why come I can't go serve like my brothers? You know this little trick we have? Why me? Why me? Why me? I'm a black sheep. You know, I went through that too. Why me? Poor old me? Well, God allowed that for a reason. Because it was in that time he came to know God in a way that the rest of the Israelites did not know him. Y'all ready for me to get on? Make long story short, David took that rock, knocked him out. Everybody say, he knocked him out with a rock. Knocked him out with a rock. Boy, how did you like that? One rock did it all. One shot did it. One stop shot. One rock. Now let's go back to the verse, chapter 30. Praise the Lord. My children, it's hot. Is it hot in here for my children? I guess it is hot. I guess I'm going to have to swarm too, huh? Yeah, it's pretty hot. We're going to work on it. I don't know. I guess maybe y'all some intensity in here. What you think? All right. Let's get to some serious business here. And I want some of you to really pray about this because God is about to say a word to you. Chapter 30, verse 1. David, you know a little bit about David now, right?
Yeah.
And his men came to Ziklag on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south. Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag and burned it with fire. Verse 2. And had taken women captive, and were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away, and went on their way. So David's men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire. Their wives and their sons, their daughters were taken captive. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. Can I have a pity party with some of y'all? How many of you are in that weeping stage until you don't have no more power to cry? Here is David, the mighty man of valor. He was prepared to be a warrior. He was prepared to kick. Y'all don't want me to say the other word, right? He was prepared to body slam. He was prepared to subdue. He was prepared to overtake, to overwhelm the enemy. And that's what David did. Yeah. He had a legacy of destroying the enemy. Because God's hand was what? But here go a problem, church, and I don't know how far I can get. Lorraine probably took y'all as high y'all might get today. Here go the problem. While David is out there obeying God, he comes home and his family is messed up. While the hand of God is upon the man of God, taking care of the business of God, his family is being taken in captivity. While you are preaching, teaching, trying to serve the church, you get back home, your family is dysfunctional. While you're rescuing somebody else's child, your child is being snatched out of your presence. While you're praying deliverance in this house, and you go back and your family need more deliverance than you prayed out of the whole church. While you're in the prayer meeting seeking the face of God, getting answers from God, there's a rumbling. The devil's burning down your house. While you're trying to rescue somebody else's wife, your wife is in rebellion. While you're trying to rescue somebody else's husband, your husband is in rebellion. Here it is, David. And now David is coming down home and all his 600 men, they come down and they're looking at their home and it's burned up. How do you feel when your home is burned up and you can't do nothing about it?
Oh, yes.
Do I have any men here today when you don't have money to pay your bills? You don't have the thing it takes to do what it takes. And then all of a sudden, you know you trust the Lord. You know you was a tither. You know you would give to the Lord. But when you turn to your situation, it's all screwed up, messed up. It's been just overturned by the enemy.
Yes.
I want y'all to really grab this, because the devil's now is right there to tell you you need to stop working for the Lord. The devil is right there to tell you you can't preach and you don't have it all together in your home. So all the men start crying out till they was exhausted.
Yes.
See, God really knows that some of you have an inner cry. You can't change what's around you. You can't change your dysfunctions. You're praying and asking God to make it right, and it's not right yet. And you've been asking God for a while,